Good day and good afternoon.
Okay, I'm Dr. Muhammad Karis Saleh bin Muhammad Asari. We're going to talk about the chapter 3 that is related to sources of innovation. We are in the subject of MPU 3242 Innovation Management. What we'll discuss in our topic today is about the three things. First, actually, the genesis of innovation, and then later we're going to talk about the internal sources of innovation that include entrepreneurs and employees. And then later we're going to talk about the external sources of innovation that's related to customer, competitor, distributors, and also supplier. First, we're going to discuss about the genesis of innovation. What is the importance of innovation in today's economy? As we know that innovation is the process of translating an ideas or invention into a good or service that create value for the or for which customer will pay. It means when the customer say there is a value for that, they will pay and the business will sustain. And the second thing actually, innovation is the key factor for the competitiveness of business and the progress of the economic today. So actually innovation lead to a new product and services which can create new market and boost economic growth. And we see that businesses that innovate create a competitive advantage leading to the greater market share and profitability. We see in the past history that in a company that is not innovated well, they will face out from the market, or maybe they will go into the bankrupts because of they cannot compete with the other business that have a good innovation value. So like we see about the historical example of the innovation. The first is actually printing press, that the introducing of the printing press has revolutionized the spread of knowledge and sparked the age of enlightenment. And then we see about the compass. When the compass has introduced, it's enabled global navigation and exploration that leading to the age of discovery. Let me see some some example for the innovation.
These ideas changed the world. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 inventions of all time. Number 10, paper. One of the Chinese people's four great inventions, paper was invented and developed in the 2nd century BC by the Han Dynasty. The idea eventually traveled to Europe, where paper mills began manufacturing the product on a larger scale. Without paper, the printing press would never have been invented, and our world would be very different. We would not have maps, paper currency, or books to disperse information. Its impact is truly endless. Number 9. These ideas changed the world. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 inventions of all time. Number 10, paper. One of the Chinese people's four great inventions, paper was invented and developed in the 2nd century BC by the Han Dynasty. The idea eventually traveled to Europe, where paper mills began manufacturing the product on a larger scale. Without paper, the printing press would never have been invented, and our world would be very different. We would not have maps, paper currency, or books to disperse information. Its impact is truly endless. Number 9, the compass. Before the compass, sailors depended on landmarks or even the stars to navigate their ships. But once the Chinese began using lodestones and magnetism to find their bearings between the 9th and 11th centuries, it quickly spread to the Arab world and to Europe. This not only made circumnavigation of the globe easier, it also made it safer, which kicked off the age of discovery. Number 8, refrigeration. Though ice was used since prehistoric times to prevent food from spoiling and developing bacteria, the concept of refrigeration was only developed in earnest starting in the mid-1700s. The process was then refined and improved, changing the way the food industry transports and stores food. The implications of this discovery are far-reaching, as it transformed the way we eat and live. Number 7, the printing press. Though Johannes Gutenberg is credited with this invention, he actually perfected and popularized existing technology. By combining the Chinese principle of movable type with European press systems already in use for winemaking, Gutenberg created the machine that printed text on a wide scale, which in turn lowered the price of books and helped spread information and knowledge to the masses, spurring the Reformation, the Renaissance, and the scientific revolution. Number 6. Plumbing. The landscape of major cities would be drastically different without this innovation. After all, how would a high-rise exist without modern plumbing? Evolving from holes in the ground to chamber pots to outhouses and eventually to flush toilets as early as the 31st to 26th centuries BC, the development of plumbing improved living conditions for millions of people across the globe and lengthened our lifespans. Number 5. Medicine. Many medicines and vaccinations have extended and changed our lives significantly. Discovered by accident by Alexander Fleming, penicillin was the first group of drugs that fought illnesses like syphilis and strep infections. On the other side of the spectrum, since they were introduced to the public in the 1960s, contraceptives such as the birth control pill helped level out the global population and launched a revolution in social change. Number 4. Engines. These engines got industry and the population moving. Instead of relying on horses as transportation, people traveled across the countryside via Thomas Newcomen's steam engine as of 1712, which was improved upon by James Watt later that century, quickly becoming the backbone of society and sparking the Industrial Revolution. Internal combustion ultimately replaced steam and ushered in the Second Industrial Revolution, and allowed individuals to affordably travel great distances. Number 3. The wheel. Though it's still unclear which civilization was first to invent this simple machine in the 4th century BC, it's obvious that it's been one of the world's most vital innovations. The transportation, commerce, and travel industries wouldn't be the same without it, and today the wheel can be found in every aspect of our daily lives, from water wheels, gears, motors, and engines, to more fun applications. Number 2. Communications. Several inventions changed global communications forever. Samuel Morse brought us the electric telegraph in 1836. Alexander Graham Bell's telephone was the first to be awarded a patent to transmit voices in 1876. Guglielmo Marconi and Nikola Tesla developed radio in the late 19th century. Moving pictures first came across John Logie Baird's television in 1925. Konrad Zuse developed the first computer in the early 40s, and Tim Berners-Lee proposed the World Wide Web in the late 80s, and they all made the world a little bit smaller. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Electricity. Not only did sleep patterns change drastically with the introduction of electricity, so did work habits. From Ben Franklin to Nikola Tesla to Michael Faraday to Thomas Edison, many innovators made important contributions to this modernization, which brought light and power to the masses. However, electricity only became a necessity and standard to everyday life in the mid-20th century. Before that, it was enjoyed mainly in the big cities. Do you agree with our list? Which inventions could you not live without? For more informative top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.
So we're going to see about the impact of the society with the innovation. We see that innovation have and often lead to significant social changes. Okay, when we see that like electricity, when it's introduced, there is a lot of changes in the social change, so in the social how we communicate, how we live in the social aspect. So altering the way people live and interact with each other. So many innovators have directly improved the quality of life. When we introduce innovation, normally we improve the quality of life because we are solving the problems that faced before with the new innovation that we introduce. So by providing this is this is improve the quality of life by providing new solution of the old problem. So let we see about the international source of the innovation. Okay, let me understand about the internal sources of innovation. Internal sources of innovation refer to the creative ideas, processes, and capabilities that originate within an organization. So these sources are crucial as they leverage the company's existing strength and knowledge base. By centering this, it will make the company more competitive. So the key external sources of innovation is to first, actually, the top management, including the role like chief innovation officer, okay, set the strategic direction for innovation. And the second one is actually the centralized or decentralized of R&D unit that drive transformational innovation. And then the other one actually, the internal sources of innovation come from the encouraging innovation from within. So first actually, the an organization must creating culture that value innovation and encourage risk taking. This will improve the innovation cycle and innovation culture, as we see in the Apples and also Tesla. And then second one actually, the engaging employee through ideas management system and collaboration platform, where this is the place where employees can give their suggestion on any aspect of innovation that may make the process easier, make the company better. So the entrepreneur, what is the entrepreneur role in the innovation? Actually, first, actually, entrepreneur are often the catalyst for innovation within the company. Entrepreneur normally is the founder of the company. So it will create more success is in case that the entrepreneur has a innovation mind. So in case that they have ideas, normally they will contribute to better prospect of the business. So when the entrepreneur, they will provide the vision and direction necessary foster the innovative culture. And we see that like uh, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, they are somebody who always praise, or they will always uh, see the ideas from the employee is something that is very good for the company. That is why this company has become one of the successful company in the world.
When we think of entrepreneurship, it's names like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos that come to mind. These are people who launched products or services that address a pain point or cater to an untapped demand. They understood the gap in the market, sold products, and made immense profits. These are called opportunity-based entrepreneurs. But there exists other forms of entrepreneurship that may not get the limelight. Consider an intrapreneurship. Here, an individual within an organization takes ownership of an innovative idea and develops it into a product or a service. Like other forms of entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship is driven by a passion for innovation and self-motivation, but without the willingness to take the risk of going out on one's own. Then there's micro-entrepreneurship. Micro-entrepreneurs are risk-takers, innovators, and business creators who operate at a much smaller scale. While they are willing to take risks, they have access to less capital and don't have large future growth plans. Street entrepreneurship is a form of micro-entrepreneurship that is often necessity-driven and not driven by opportunity. Street entrepreneurs are key to the informal sector that forms 60% of the global economy. Governments can work towards designing public policy and legislations for their benefit. The first step towards that is recognizing their role and their importance in society. In many Asian cities, street vendors face harassment from political goons, police, and municipal officials. They often have to dole out hefty bribes to avoid such harassment. Governments can form regulations to give licenses to street entrepreneurs, offer them safe and clean places to sell and create social protections, health, and social benefits. Such frameworks can ensure that street entrepreneurs can focus on scaling up their business. Micro-entrepreneurs often start their business for solving small, targeted problems or because they didn't find regular employment. Micro-entrepreneurship can be seen on many street corners. A small boutique or a localized cream shop can be considered micro-entrepreneurial venture. Think of your roadside fruit seller, hawkers on pushcarts, the local hairdresser, or a sandwich van as street entrepreneurs. Globally, micro, small, and medium businesses constitute 90% of business and generate 50% of the employment worldwide. For every 100 businesses, there are 50 micro-businesses in developed economies and 95 micro-businesses in developing economies. Thus, they are considered the backbone of developing countries, which makes it essential to support such businesses. While individuals can support local businesses by buying from them, the lack of capital prevents micro-entrepreneurs from achieving growth. That's why governments play an important role for micro-entrepreneurship's thriving. Let's recap. Entrepreneurship is a form of entrepreneurship where an employee within an organization takes ownership of an innovative idea and develops it into a product or service. Micro-entrepreneurs are risk-takers, innovators, and business creators who operate at a much smaller scale. Governments play an important role in the growth of micro and medium businesses.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed our video. If you did,
Okay, we see that a lot of there's a few category of the entrepreneur that you may fall, even you are an employee. So you have a chance actually in the RT as IT personnel, you have a lot of chance to create a new invention or new innovation by just introducing the problem solving. Okay, throughout your coding or your system development or processes that you improve.
leave us a
So, we talk about the fostering an innovative culture. Okay, we know the entrepreneur can start by hiring diverse talent to bring in a multitude of voices and perspective. Okay, and then actually they are the one who promoting a culture of never-ending learning and development in a crucial. Okay, normally when we have ideas to improve, we can lead a team to achieve to achieve the ideas that we have. So this is where we talk about the fostering the innovative culture. So when the organization actually they promote culture of learning and development, normally the company will always foster with the innovation. This is where the company is very competitive. We see like a certain company like Google's, they give their employees a chance to contribute, contribute idea to the system. So it's where the business will groom by because they have a lot of new ideas from the floor. So let you see the case of Adidas. Okay, Adidas is started with his mother's washroom, focus on the creating the best shoes. But actually Adidas take a few steps, but because they are listening to athlete, their customer is the athlete, so they gain insight directly from the athlete to improve the shoe design. Actually, this is where you can see inside the link where uh, Adidas take a few steps by seeing and then also interviewing and then survey from the athlete. Actually, what is the things that they may improve, okay, in their shoes to make a to make the athlete have a better performance. This is the case of Adidas. Okay, this is where that is why Adidas is one of the most successful uh, sport uh, sport apparatus or shoes that has a lot of you see that lot of improvement, okay, in the product. And as we see that the innovation in Adidas actually is getting better and better and better until they has become one of the best food sport supply equipment and also shoes. Let me see about the employee contribution to the innovation. We see the employee often have a best in ideas in a process of innovation. Okay, that is why employee is the one who always be with the problem. They will always one who is contribute to the process of making the products, and they also the one who always face the problem of how to make it better. So that is why a variety of background among employees can lead to the innovation solution because they will always have ideas because they are one who always faces problem when they are making the product. Okay, that is why uh, the company that a good have a good innovation culture, they always they always foster the innovation culture by encouraging the employee to give ideas. Okay, so when you are in the business, you must open your mind and open your thinking that the ideas, okay, from your employees may give a good solution, okay, for your problem. And that is where when a company they have a good innovation culture, normally they will grow in a very good pace because of the contribution from the employees. Okay, so how to encourage the employee driven? Encouraging employee driven innovation, because what first actually we need to create a platform for employees to share and experience with ideas. So by doing this, actually we can harvest a lot of ideas from the employee that may lead to the innovation or lead to the improvement in the current process, and then this improvement may improve efficiency, okay, effectiveness, or maybe the quality of the product itself. And the second one, actually, we can create an autonomy where it will empower the employee with the ownership of their ideas and the autonomy to act on them, as what Google implement. We see that in Google's they will have 20% of their time for Google have given 20% of their time for the employees to to work on their innovation. Okay, as we see that also in Petronas. Okay, Petronas they also have a division where you can contribute to your ideas, and you can create a startup company from your ideas by the bond with the Petronas uh, to work on it to make it realize. Okay, this is where we talk about the autonomy, where employees are given an opportunity to work out on their ideas. Okay, the case study we see that like RedGate. Okay, in RedGate they use the engineer simple tools. Just RedGate encourage employee led innovation to create simple and effective software solution. So they always give the employees to contribute or to, what is it, to give ideas to make it easier for them to innovate. So this is the what they call as engaged culture, where the company maintain an informal culture that values every employee's contribution. Okay, they were giving reward to the company to the employees that giving good ideas. Okay, you can see the case study inside the link. Okay, for the rate gate. ACL. Okay, ACL Tech actually one of the company that very successful in innovation, because they are putting the employee first philosophy. All right. You see, the SCI employee first approach is empower employees to create real value to customer. As you know, the employee is the one who is always deal with the customer, and we deal with the process itself. So when they creating when giving the ideas, normally they will have the real ideas. That is what the customer facing. So this is where the problem that they face is the real things. When you are facing the real problem, it means you are solving the real problem. When you are solving the real problem, it means you are increasing the value of the company itself. So the value portal actually a platform. They create a platform where employees collaborate and innovate to deliver value to SCI customer. So this is where the collaboration between the employee and employers uh, to give ideas or solution to the innovate to the problem itself, has creating a good innovative value. Okay, external source of innovation. The spectrum of the external innovation sources. You see the external sources of innovation are input to the innovation process that come from outside of the organization. So we must not only consider inside innovation because inside information or inside sources of innovation, but we also need to consider the external sources, because we see that we are dealing with the customer, we are dealing with the market, and we are dealing with the perception, okay, of the user, or of our client. So this is where we need to consider about the spectrum of the external innovation sources. So they are essential of acquire new ideas, okay, from the external input. new ideas, new technologies, and also the capability that may not exist within the company. So the key external sources for innovation is first actually the academics, okay, where the academics we create a collaboration, okay, with collaboration between the industry and also the university, okay, that can lead to the groundbreaking innovation. And then also that we can see that also a startup, also startup is also the key external source of innovation where the partnering with or investing in startup provide access to the fresh perspective, okay, fresh and agile approach, because startup is normally the creating by a newcomer or new people that have a different approach of dealing with the problem. So this may give a good impact to the company, because they are equipped themselves with the outside ideas that may give a better solution for the current problem. Okay, how to harness the external innovation? Also, we may deal with the academic and also startup. Okay, because the collaboration with the university will create innovation, and also we can harness by the partnering with and investing, okay, startup. Okay, the customer, okay, if the customer as a external sources of innovation is by driving the innovation through the engagement. Right, so we need the customer feedback as a driver for innovation. We see that how customer suggest lead to a new product features and services, because customer is the one who will use our product or our services. So when they face a problem, they know that if we change the way we uh, we use to we deal with the services, or the way we deal with the product, actually it will create a better value for the company, okay, for the product itself. So we can use the survey, social media, and direct communication to gather insight. Okay, this ideas has been introduced in Toyota, where their engineers are encouraged to go outside and go to ask the user or their customer on what is their problem in dealing with Toyota cars. So from here, there's a few innovation that even basic things has improved, okay, the how is it the usage of the Toyota car by their customer. So when the new product introduced, new Toyota product introduced, they always come up with the new approach or new features that actually has increased the value of the Toyota itself. Okay, and then the other one is the co-creation and open innovation with customer. So we can know that co-creation and open innovation with customer can create to the engaging customer in the design process. Okay, to ensure that end product meet their needs. Which, as we know that customer is the one who pay, and customer is the one who use the product. So in to improve the loyalty, or the improve to the engagement with the customer, we may ask their ideas. Okay, so we can use the online platform where customer can submit and vote on ideas. This is one of the ideas that what is we call as a co-creation, okay, with customer. So we also can building a community around the product to foster continuous innovation. Okay, so sometimes we can go to community, what Petronas do, Shell, oil and gas, they always go to the customer and they ask, okay, what is the things that the community need that they can provide as a solution and also as a their product or services. Okay, and then the third one, actually we can analyze customer data for innovation opportunity. This is where they call it as big data. Okay, we know that big company like McDonald, okay, KFC, right, they are using their customer data, okay, from your maybe loyalty card or from your competition, okay, to what is it to see what is actually the market segment that you need. Okay, this is where we see in the Dell customer-driven innovation, okay, where Dell direct to customer model allow the rapid innovation based on the customer feedback, because they are not dealing with the middleman, okay, or a supplier. So or what is it, a salesman. So Dell directly go to the customer, and customer will feedback directly to the company itself. So we see in the product development example on how customer input has lead to the specific product improvement, okay, or new product at Dell lah. So this is where we can see that how Dell has become one of the successful computer business in the world lah.
Dell, one of the top names in the computer revolution. 30 years ago, Michael Dell revolutionized the entire business model behind computers, and to this day, his company remains one of the biggest computer makers in the world. In this video, we'll see how Michael Dell started a world-changing business from his dorm room, and how that made him one of the richest men alive. This video is brought to you by Dashlane. Keep all your passwords secure by registering with the link in the description. As befitting of the man who would revolutionize the computer business, Michael Dell spent his childhood experimenting with the early computer. He would tinker around with his Apple II, but more importantly, he'd also get a sense for business very early on. As the story goes, Michael had a summer job in high school selling subscriptions to the Houston Post. Instead of making random cold calls, he tracked down newlyweds and families that just moved into the neighborhood, the people most likely to look for a newspaper subscription. He ended up making $18,000 that summer, all by targeting his buyers directly. Now, although his parents wanted him to be a doctor, Michael wasn't ready to give up his interest in computers. While enrolled in pre-med in 1983, Michael spent his free time repairing and upgrading PCs, which he sold as an informal business from his dorm room. The 19-year-old's hobby quickly proved profitable, and Michael dropped out of university to pursue his startup. In January 1984, Michael registered his company as PCs Limited and began selling computers from his condo. A young entrepreneur, Michael was faced with a question. How do I compete with established competitors who not only have name recognition, but also a network of retailers to push product? At the time, customers went to retailers to purchase their personal computers. The staff at a Best Buy or a Radio Shack would help shoppers find the right computer, and in return for their services, these middlemen would raise prices by 10, 20, or even 30%. So Michael figured, why not cut the middleman out completely and sell directly to consumers? Although it would be harder to attract buyers initially, PCs Limited would be selling at a discount compared to its established competitors. Michael went all in on his approach, which became known as the direct model of selling. He advertised directly to knowledgeable consumers in computer magazines. This experienced consumer base could pick options to have their PCs custom assembled, a service that could not be provided by mass production giants like IBM. And so, with the use of Chinese component suppliers and assembly plants, Michael Dell's PCs Limited began manufacturing and selling personal computers. In the first year of operation, PCs Limited sold more than $6 million worth of computers, which proved the potential of his new business model. Michael's company rode the computer boom through the late 80s, growing rapidly as word spread of its direct selling and lower prices. In 1987, the 23-year-old CEO changed the company's name from PCs Limited to Dell Computer, and just a year later, its sales hit $160 million. Michael's vision extended beyond just direct consumer sales, of course, and now he finally had the resources to expand his clientele. One of the most frequent criticisms Michael had to face was that his model could not be applied to businesses and big clients, who were exactly the sort of customers any growing company would want. Michael, however, was ready to prove the critics wrong. He attracted corporate clients by not only assembling built-to-order PCs, but by also preloading them with all the software they would need. If you were, for example, an oil company filling in new office space, Dell Computers would not only build your PCs for you with appropriate hardware, it would also load the systems with software to track sales of your gas stations across the country. Dell was finally making PCs for everyone, but what truly kickstarted its global ascent was the advent of the internet. When Dell launched its direct sale website in July 1996, it gained access to innumerable customers. For the first time, people could purchase PCs online, instead of having to call up the company or sending faxes. Within 2 months of the website's launch, Dell was averaging internet sales above $2 million a day. By 1998, that figure had gone up to $5 million, and Dell has remained in the top 3 of computer manufacturers ever since. Michael Dell is still the CEO to this day, even despite all the shenanigans around taking the company private and then going public again, which are honestly complicated enough to warrant a video of their own. What's not complicated, though, is keeping all your passwords secure with Dashlane. Instead of having to memorize your passwords, you can let Dashlane generate them for you.
So next, when we see the competitor as sources of innovation. All right. First, actually, competitive analysis. We need to perform the competitive analysis for innovation inside. So it's first actually we need to conduct a thorough competitive analysis to understand rival strength, weakness, and strategies. Okay, only then we can know that what is the where is the direction of our business or innovation that may lead to the our own will lead to the better strength, and so we can improve the weakness, and also we can create a best strategy for the company. So actually second, actually we can using the competitors as a benchmark to set innovation goal and performance standard. Because maybe some company they are targeting number two. Okay, they are not targeting as number one. So they always follow behind the number one company. Okay, so this is also a strategy actually. It's not easy to maintain as number one, but it's easy to be a number two. So this is how some company actually are using this strategies. So and then actually third one is actually we can identify the gaps in competitors offering to explore new market opportunity. As we know that one of the ideas that we see that very success in Malaysia is 99 speed mart. Okay, 99 speed mart actually they introduced a mid segment for the customer that in between retail and also uh, bucks. Okay, in the bucks user. So they create a small between a small shop between a small mini, okay, mini market in between 7-Eleven and also big market like Aeon. So between this, there is no middle market size. This is where 99 speed mart go into the segment. Okay, one of the ideas for how they can explore. How you can explore is by identifying, okay, which segment that you're going to explore. We're going to master, or we're going to tackle into the market. Right, this is very important for you when you are creating your innovation. Okay, and then we also can learning from the competitor success and failure. Okay, we see that first actually we can analyze a competitor R&D effort to learn from their failure and avoid similar pitfall. Okay, this is very important because when you talk about the R&D, it will contribute a lot of money and resources. So by doing this, you can know that what is the best way to deal with the strategies in the R&D. And then the second one actually adapting successful competitor strategy, and then you can to fit your organization in your unique content. Okay, context. So observing how the market respond to competitor product to guide you innovation trajectory. So it's where we observing the market respond to competitor, it can lead us to new strategy. So we don't follow that in case that there is negative feedback for the product. Actually, we can learn from them actually not to follow, because we can create a new strategy based on the result response uh, from the uh, uh, from the customer to the what the competitors do. Okay, and then we can also the differentiating setting through innovation to gain the competitive edge. Okay, we can first actually we can unique value proposition by developing innovation that offer unique benefit. Okay, because we are targeting in our own segment. Okay, we don't follow the what other competitor do. So we can choose new segment that maybe has a more potential. Like we see the Asia. Asia, what is the motto is everyone can fly. Okay, because they are targeting a new the cheaper customer that uh, looking for a cheaper fee of travel. So this is where Asia uh, come with the ideas of making cheap what is it, ticket for the flight. Okay. And then customer centric innovation focusing on the customer need, okay, to create product that stand out the market. That is where some people, some company are targeting their own market. Okay, even it's look like small, but it will give a good return and profit because of they are very focusing. And when you are focused, you will reduce a lot of waste. A lot of you can be effective, yeah, when you are focused. And then agile response actually by maintaining agility to quick capitalize an emerging trend, because you are agile, you are working towards the agile innovation. So it's feel uh, your company always be in the technology, technology advance, because you are following the emerging trend. Okay, so this is agile where we always focus on the sustainability of the business. And then uh, we can also get the sources in apa innovation sources by the distributor itself. Okay, the distributor actually is the catalyst for innovation, because the role of distributor in the innovation ecosystem. First, actually, innovation facilitator. Okay, distributor often play a critical role in innovation ecosystem because they are acting intermediaries between manufacturing and the market. They know the market. We are the manufacturing and we also the producer. But the person who know the market is the distributor itself. So when taking their input can improve the product itself and also our market share. So the market intelligence also they provide valuable market insight that can drive innovation by their close relationship with the end user. Okay, co-opetition, distributor can be part of the competitive environment where they collaborate and compete with the actor in the ecosystem. Okay, because they know the system, they know how the system work. So this will give a advantage for us if we can use a distributor input to improve our product. Okay, and then also then collaborating the distributor to market driven innovation. Okay, and by the forming the strategic partnership with the distributor can lead to development of innovative product. And then go to the market strategy. Distributor can help a company define the go to the market, because when they know the market, they know how the market react, how the market responds. So you can go to the market by using the distributor strategy. Okay, and then feedback also, and then also distributor is the one who always get the feedback from the customer or client. So they are the one who always contribute to the new product or new innovation that may help the company to improve their product and market share. Okay, and then we see that two case study that Dell, okay, they get directly, so they become the distributor itself. Alright, and then Vans Food Camp, they are using the distributor, okay, to launch the the retail partner, okay, with their retail partner, the distributor itself, by allowing them to customize design, okay, enhancing van brand image and strengthening company tie. We see that van is food, okay, Van's food to build program. This is where the customers design based on the request. Okay, you can see the brand inside the video after this. Okay, this is what Vans do. Let's see. So this is what innovative ideas on the what is it supply chains, okay, created by Vans. This is one of the successful of where they contribute lot of market, or a lot of sales from this type of business. Okay, so we talk about the suppliers itself. How supplier can fostering innovation through the collaboration. First, we can see that supplier partnership to enhance innovation. First, actually collaborative development. Okay, establishing the partnership with the supplier to co-develop a new product, technology, and process. You know that suppliers sometimes they go to the competitor itself. So we can get the information from the supplier, what is the competitive activities, by asking them or get collaborate with them. Okay. And then also that we can share goals with supplier by aligning objective between the companies and supplier to ensure that mutual benefit. Okay. Sometimes the company they are creating MOU by the win-win situation. Okay, for them to get a market information, right, from the supplier. We can also JV. Okay, creating value ventures, creating ventures with supplier to explore new market. All right, for the new technologies. And then also we can also integrating suppliers into the product development process. Okay, by bringing supplier into the early stages of the product, because they can give a feedback, whether from the from the view of the part itself, from the view of the features, that they have some ideas on how to improve it. We can also use the cross-functional team by forming cross-functional team that include supplier representative to foster collaborative. And also we can uh, we can take a supplier as our consultant, paying them as a consultant to give to give us the input, right? Because the supplier sometimes they know the technology well, because they are expert in the supplying the part itself to us. So they are the one who contribute to the R&D. So the supplier innovation program, implementing program that encourage supplier to propose innovative ideas and solution. Maybe we can create a program that we can ask the supplier to any ideas or innovation itself. Okay, so we see that one example is GD, supplier change planning, JD integrated probabilistic forecasting with the explainable AI. They use AI to plan the the supply chain. Supply chain is mean that how you plan your delivery, your transport. This is what they call as supply chain. So they are using AI, so it will become cheaper, cheaper for them. Also, the General Meal Connect, Meal Connect develop a food rescue technology that connect food donors with the non-profit. So they are become the marketplace. Okay, a lot of business now they become a marketplace, same as Grab, Grab Food, Panda Food, actually they are the marketplace where the driver and also the supplier use the same platform, okay, to do business. This is where how the General Meal connects between donors and also the company, right? For the with the non-profit organization. Okay.
Is critical in the current business world. Delivering at the right time and place at the right cost and at the correct quality and quantity is at the heart of JD Group Supply Chain Services. Supply chain management includes diverse roles and functional areas, including operations, purchasing, warehousing, distribution, and logistics. That means a career with us can lead you down a variety of different career paths, including operations management, logistics and data analytics, planning, supply chain management, warehousing management, logistics management, and process engineering. Our business offers so many options and directions that as your career goals change, you can easily change with us. JD Group, a differentiated and diversified retailer of furniture, household appliances, consumer electronic and technology goods, rely on JD Supply Chain Services to truly deliver on its promise of value to their African consumers. Whether you're a graduate who wants a handle on their career growth or an experienced professional, Take your career to new heights and join our world of logistics, retail, and supply chain management. We look forward to delivering on your career aspirations at JD Group Supply Chain Services.
Jadi you nampak you can see that actually okay, JD using AI to plan uh, their what is it inventory, their supply chains, their transport. Okay, you can also uh, you can also give your make your own ideas by helping the company. A lot of you see that a lot of in Malaysia there's a lot of company that supply tudung or maybe baju Melayu. Okay, a lot of things that can supply that you can introduce them your ideas. Okay, by making your own code or your own software on how to maximize or optimize their operation. Okay, this is where you as a IT personnel can contribute to the innovation, and then it will make it rich. Okay, because you have solved some people problems and they will pay for that. Okay, so as a conclusion, actually innovation is a bloodline, okay, lifeline of the progress. So it's driven by the vision of entrepreneurship, and also the ingenuity of the employee. So it's become the employer and employees. It's all internal spark in exchange. But you see that in the external way, customer insight and competitive challenge fuel the fire, actually leading the advancement that shape economies and societies. Okay, because external, sometimes we need the external input because it is the place where uh, all the all the clients all the clients stay. So we need to have some external input to make it easier for us to solve the problem. Okay, this end of the proposition, end of the presentation. Thank you.